Hey everybody, this is Reverend Sam. Sorry it's taken me so long to get on here and catch up with everybody, but here I am. It took a while, and we finally made it here at Amazing Love Sanctuary. Um, so anyway, this is Living in Love and Grace with Reverend Sam. It's also broadcast from the my office here at Amazing Love Sanctuary, and I think we're ready to get back on track. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you pass this, share this with other people. Kind of share it on your Facebook pages, or make sure you also uh, subscribe to us. We have YouTube, so get on our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So hopefully I can stay on top of this, and we can get some good strong uh, sharing going on in this video and on this format, and help keep you guys encouraged and supported and lifted up. I know, hey, we're in tough times. This is we got a lot of good things happening. People are getting vaccinated. However you feel about that, that's kind of between you and and God, and or whoever you're answering to, or just in your own self. But here we are, and so it's kind of a tough road to hoe, and we're going to get there. We're going to get wherever we need to be. I hope the tempers or the struggles that are going on out there are kind of calming down, and people can focus on what's important in their lives and stuff. So, but I want to talk a little bit today, not very long, about compassion. Compassion, and what that means. In Scripture, Jesus is called the man of sorrows, and it kind of really refers to his personality of being moved from deep within himself, and over the lostness of the world and people around him, the sheep, and the thing is to remember that he feels what you feel, feels what I feel. And I just have always been touched by compassion, and what compassion means to you, and what it means to me, and how we relate to each other. And it's easy to be angry at people, but it takes a lot more to be moved by compassion, and looking at people with their own personal failures and their own struggles, and realizing that we've been called to care for one another, to love one another, to support one another, and being called to compassion is part of the spiritual journey, the spiritual walk that each of us daily learns how to walk. And sometimes it's a struggle. I'm not saying it's easy. I don't have all the answers. Sometimes we fail miserably when it comes to being moved with compassion and responding compassionately. It's easy to lash out, and it's easy to respond in anger and to hurt somebody. And it takes a lot more to respond in compassion. I was reading a statement from a 15th century mystic, Meister Eckhart, who wrote about the compassion of God. Wrote, "You may call God love, you may call God goodness, but the best name for God is compassion." Let me read that again. This is written by a 15th century mystic, Meister Eckhart. You may call God love, and I like to do that. You may call God goodness, but the best name for God is compassion. So, what do all the exalted names bestow? God, second person of the Trinity, Kyrios, Pantocrator, other titles given by Jesus. They signify one thing that is really important, and that is compassion. Simple, beautiful, holy compassion. That just is life changing. It's life changing to walk into that place in our lives where we're moved by compassion and not moved by anger and not moved by vindictiveness, but to be moved by love and acceptance and forgiveness. Sometimes we fail miserably at it. But there's a God who is present in our lives who can move us into that place of compassion, that place of love. I kind of look at it this way: it's unique, it's extravagant, and it's definitive. It's unique because we live in a world that doesn't respond with compassion very often. We live in a world that responds with anger. We live in a world that responds with getting even. We live in a world that responds with trying to, get one up on somebody else. How many times have I've been sitting in my house and somebody, my house will say, hey, I got this email. And it's like, it's a scam. Somebody's trying to get on us. And there's scams out there trying to take what's yours. But compassion is unique because there's nothing else like it. It's not about what you do. It's not about what you buy. It's not about, you can't buy compassion. You can't sell compassion. You give it. You receive it. That's the beautiful thing about compassion. So it's unique. It's also extravagant. What is the best gift you could give a person? Is it a husband giving his wife diamonds? Is it a wife giving her spouse gold? Is it is it a fancy car? I like the TV commercials during Christmas, and the husband and wife run outside, and the husband there's a big fancy Lexus or Mercedes out in the driveway with a big bow on top of it. And she got a Mercedes for Christmas. I thought, I've never known anybody that did that. But giving compassion, giving love is extravagant. It's an extravagant gift. It's a beautiful gift to give compassion. So what do you think when we see a person homeless or a broke person who's broken? I see a person in the need of compassion. When I'm at my worst, when I'm at the bottom of my life, when I'm at my bottom emotionally, I just want somebody to put their hand on my shoulders and say, it'll be okay, I love you. That's compassion. That's love. And it's also definitive. There's no guessing. When somebody has reached out to you and expressed divine love and godly love and holy love to you and holy compassion, it's the real thing. You can't fake it. It's real. It's absolutely 100% real. I think that's something that each one of us need to understand, is the beauty of divine compassion, is the power of divine compassion to change lives, to heal lives, to open our heart to grace, grace that is abundant and real and living. That, brothers, sisters, my friends, my siblings, is divine compassion. And it comes from deep, deep within us. It's just something that is just comes. You can't buy it. You can't wear it. You can't go get a new stash of it. It comes from deep inside of your heart to be moved with compassion. Now, I have to tell you, I don't believe it's easy. I believe it's one of the most difficult things in the world to do and to be. It's the one area where we can fail miserably, where we can respond with anger, where we can respond with being unfair. We can respond with words that hurt rather than heal. But it's my prayer for my own life that I would learn how to speak more compassion into a situation and less anger and less fear. It's my hope and my belief that good things will happen in a person's life. One of the things that I wear regularly is a cross that has the picture of, it's a carving of Jesus with finding the one lost sheep. That's compassion. He left the 99 and went to find the one lost sheep. Are you the one lost sheep? The heart of compassion reaches out to that one lost sheep. I read a story today of a guitar player that played on the streets. And he had a beat up old guitar. But people would come from miles to hear him play on the streets. And they were moved by his words of compassion. They were moved by the beauty of his voice and his song, and his skill on the guitar, this old beat up guitar, but they were moved by it. Because he expressed compassion through his voice, through his music, through his talent. So that's my hope for each one of us today, that we would find a place in our hearts for compassion and be moved to compassion. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great evening. And I'll try to get on here tomorrow. I've put some links on there if you need to email me. I put my email address if you need to email me. Join us on, Living in Love and Grace, Amazing Love Sanctuary. You can support us through that. And I think that, my goal is to be a blessing to you. So I hope you find this a blessing and an encouragement. And we'll see you tomorrow here at Living in Love and Grace with Reverend Sam. Have a great evening.